will be talking about what's next and how do we move forward in the ugliness of our sometimes world. In ancient times, there was a general, the commander of a ferocious, successful, and glorious army. He lived almost his entire life on the battlefield, either commanding battles or preparing for them. He lived through many tense situations and saw many horrible scenes, wounds, death, bloodshed, brutality, and everything that comes along with war. Yet one thing everyone under his command found astonishing was how well he slept. See, he was like me. He would go to the battlefield and leave from the front, would suffer injuries and face near-death experiences, and yet would never suffer from a bad night's rest. Even when the upcoming enemy was powerful, even when the general was going to war with an outnumbered army, even before the day of battle itself, he would sleep peacefully as if he did while he was on vacation. Like everyone in the army, his assistant was curious. Was it a fake show of confidence? Had he figured out a type of sleep hack that nobody else figured out? Or was it just that he didn't take battles that seriously and his success was luck? So many questions flooded this assistant's mind, and so the night before the big battle, when the general was calmly and comfortably getting ready for bed, his assistant finally asked his long-held question. Sir, how can you sleep so peacefully every night while half of the army is awake with tension of the upcoming battle? When people in our camp are trying to sleep, but because of worry, because of concern, how can you simply fall into bed and just go to sleep almost instantly right before battle? The general smiled. You know, if I do not sleep well today, I might miss the last good sleep I ever will get. The assistant thought for a few seconds about what the general had replied and said, like me, sorry, sir, I don't understand that. Well, the general continued, I don't know what will happen in battle tomorrow. It is a matter of life and death. Anything can happen. If I'm defeated tomorrow, I can be killed. That's the reality. So I must go on the battlefield thinking I have had the best sleep possible yesterday, because then I know I'm ready for anything. The assistant says, but sir, you can also win tomorrow, isn't it? The young assistant asked him again. And the general said, yeah, I can. In that case, even after I win the battle, I'll feel like a fool for missing such good sleep yesterday just by worrying about a future that didn't happen anyway. Every soldier's life matters to me. So the sleep every night that I get must also matter. The general packed his pillow and said, with that, good night. Unitarian Universalism invites us to explore the mysteries of life and divine, acknowledging that we may never fully comprehend all of them. We seek not to understand or to fully comprehend all of what the darkness represents. Our faith encourages us to embrace the unknown, to question and to seek truth in the midst of uncertain times. The general story reminds us that faith is not about having all of the answers, but rather about trusting in the unfolding plan of life. In our modern social context, we are confronted with numerous challenges and complexities. We see hatred and violence all through media. Hate and judgment continues to lead others who say that they are called to love, who say that they are called to love God's people, but still grapple with other issues. Injustice, inequality, hatred, racism, bigotry. And I'll speak as a humanist to say that it is going to take all persons to stand in solidarity with Mother Earth, because we are wondering now why Mother Earth is pissed and fighting back, and she should be. We have mistreated Mother Earth so difficult and so hard in these days and times. In these very similar moments that the general's words resonate deeply with us, we are called to respond. We are called to react, and not with fear, but with a resounding, I am ready for anything, like the general says. As we engage in work of justice, compassion, and healing, the best way to embrace what's next is to embrace the now. Hear this poem with me, whom the author is unknown. In the face of injustice, we raise our voices, seeking to dismantle systems that oppress. With each step we take, the mystery unfolds, revealing glimpses of a world transformed. In the midst of division, we extend our hands, building bridges of understanding and bridges of love. Together, we navigate the labyrinth of life, trusting that the mystery will guide our way. The story of the general is such a good reminder that the best thing that we can do to take care of our future moments is take care of our current moments. Consider the instructions of the pilot aboard the aircraft. The pilot says, if in the instance of the cabin changes pressure, a mask will drop down from above your head. Please ensure that you place the mask on yourself before assisting any others. Because sometimes we always try to help other people before we help ourselves. Sometimes it's important to take a moment for ourselves. Some good deeds can be done even when bad things are happening. But we must remember that we are not created to lead and bleed. It's important to take time to rest and to heal. This general embodies the notion that if we're going to lead and perform well tomorrow, that we're going to need the best rest today. Staying up late, worrying does nothing for the body. Those of us who have gone through seminary and graduate school, we understand the plight and the issues of staying up late, submitting papers that maybe is enough or not enough, anxiously pacing, going through different things, running their minds through, or your minds through, unnecessary situations will only tire you out. You have to be successful for the next day. But what keeps you up at night? Are you worried about an upcoming decision for your family? Maybe it's the health concerns and you're the go-to person in your family to make all the decisions. Yep, that's tough. Are you replaying situations in your head and fantasizing about alternative situations you could have taken or should take? Maybe the responsibility of your financial future or the futures of others rely extremely heavily on you. Are you trying to squeeze a larger quantity of time into your day, into your exercise routine? Or you choose to work a lot because you think sleep is simply a waste of time? Rather than owning the moments or trying to own the moments of the past or future, maybe you should refocus your energy in owning the moments of the present. The only moment that you can truly ever own. Can't do anything about the future. You can only own the present. For what's staying up late worrying really accomplishing? Making you feel nervous? Causing you to lose sleep? Draining your mental resources? Maybe the best strategy isn't worrying after all. Stop worrying. Live in the now. You can live in the present moment. Live in this moment. Live to do whatever you can, whenever you can, wherever you can, to make this minute count. Right now, right here, this moment. You have no control over tomorrow. But today, this moment you can make count. Rather than if only, trust that love whose specialty is redemption, restoration, and renewal. Love makes all things new. D, what can I do? Go to sleep. D, what can I do? Take a walk. Journal. Meditate. But whatever you need to do to ease the calm of your mind and your heart, do that. The best strategy is to handle the current moment. What can I do to relax? It's my generation. Get off of social media. Get off of social media. Some of us have bad scrolling habits. Nobody in here. Mount Vernon, we good. Online, we good. We're real good. I want you all to get in your posture of meditation. Hear this poem with me. Mark, can you assist me? This is a poem that I've written very similarly to the mother of Jesus, who we understand as Mary, but how life has called us into this social context. In a country called America, so long ago, a divine being who is unnamed came to bestow, a message of hope to a beautiful human. Being represented in a community with popularity and respect. Good day, this divine being said. You are beautiful, inside and out, in every way. Love is with you. Love, God, life, promise is with you. Fear not, my dear, for a surprise awaits you. You shall bear a promise. This promise will be great indeed. Blessings of the highest, feeling a noble creed. The kingdom of love this promise shall inherit. The kingdom of love shall reign with no end in merit. Course, being human, perplexed, you may wonder, how could this be? For you see, there's nothing special about me, but you are not ordinary. No, you're special. You're beautiful. And how you'll know this? Holy Spirit will come upon you. And you'll be blessed by the divine. Thank you, Mark. To bear witness to what this promise will bring, there are others. There are others to carry out this great message. Others that are represented in the LGBTQ community, Black and brown people, dealing with illness and war and hatred. Persons who were once called unworthy are now worthy of love and respect for all people. Thank you for being present. Thank you for being here.